Hey peeps, it is now day 76 of me finding my sparkle from my tumble from the beast from the east, and I have some news to share with you today. I know I haven't done a video for a while, it's been a few weeks, but to be honest the days just turn into weeks. I don't know where my time goes, but I feel it's important that I share this news with you today. So tomorrow marks 11 weeks, so tomorrow will be Saturday the 19th of May, don't quote me on that, and so that will mark 11 weeks since I had my accident. And the other day I was seeing my doctor and I have now been referred to a brain injury clinic. Now when I've told some of my close family and friends about this, some of them are giving me the reaction of, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, but for me I see this as a really positive step, because up until now I've been just trying to find my own way, and most people will kind of, well, some PCS sufferers, survivors will go over their symptoms within a couple of weeks. For most people it's maybe 3 to 6 months, and if you're really unlucky it could be longer. But up until now I suppose there has been a gradual improvement in some of my symptoms, although when I was at my doctor on Wednesday, it's apparent that for one thing anyway, there has literally just been no improvement whatsoever, and that is to do with my walking. My balance and coordination is just completely wiped out. So when I walk generally on the flat I can be okay-ish, but it pretty much looks like I'm drunk when I walk. If you put me on a hill, either up or down, I haven't fallen yet, but I'm very stumbly, and as I get fatigued it just gets even worse. So that for me is something that it's just not getting better at all. And also I've been having a new symptom since one day last week that started with pain in my hip. Like it felt like toothache really. So it was bothering me for one day last week, and then the next day I had this pain all down my leg, and then the next day it was in both legs and getting into the joints in my legs, and it kind of feels like toothache in the bones, and it also feels like, ladies, you'll get this one, but that feeling of if you've been wearing heels all night, you've been out dancing all night, and the next day you have this uncontrollable ache, this really deep ache. And as I said to my doctor, the way that it feels, if I could lift the skin off my bone to get some relief, then that's kind of where I'm at. So I do feel as though it's a positive step that I've been referred to a brain injury clinic, because I'll be able to get help with that. So they'll look into what's going on there, whether it's an issue with my nerves, it could be something in the, I think it's the central nervous system that isn't working properly. Who knows? I mean, I'm not an expert, and we'll take it from there and just see what happens. So I am feeling positive about that. So as well as what's going on with my legs, I'm going to get help with some other things like memory issues, because I know that there's some conversations that I've been told that I've had since the accident that, I mean, before all this happened I remembered absolutely everything. There was, you know, I had a great memory, and now there's sometimes when I'm in pain and I go to take pills and I think, okay, so I'm forgetting to write things down, I'm forgetting to use my reminders app, and if I go to take pills I think, okay, so I'm not sure when I last had what, and is it safe to take this? And then I'll say to JP, you know, I'm needing to take something, so I'll maybe have ibuprofen in my hand, and I'll say to him, if what feels like a few minutes later, have I taken this? Because I've literally no idea. I don't remember if I did it or if I didn't do it or what happened. So memory issues is still a really big deal for me. A little update for you as well. This week I have had, so there hasn't been a day, not a single day, that I haven't been symptom free in almost 11 weeks. So there's always something every day, but since Monday I've had a particularly bad flare-up, because started with months and months ago I won some vouchers for closed shops, which to me, I love to win things, so I'd asked one of my friends, Susan, if she would be so kind enough to take me to spend them. So we were out for about 5 hours, and that's the longest time I've ever been out, and she recognised at lunchtime that I was looking quite tired, and although I was feeling some of my symptoms, I felt okay-ish. I felt as though I could just push on, but now I know that I just can't, because from that night and from the rest of the week everything has just been pretty awful. So I have spent most of this week sleeping. Anytime I try to do anything, it's just been everything completely wears me out. There's been the memory issues is just getting worse, processing, difficulty with conversation, noise sensitivity. Like I can barely even watch TV, and it's on a really, really low volume because everything is just going boom. There's been pain that I've had with my legs, with my head. I've just had it all really. But I went for a float this morning, and that has really, really helped just get me to that nice relaxed state. So I'm hoping that things are just going to ease off a little bit and get back to where they were. So not just to be all dour and give you all bad news, but I have had a couple of improvements since the last video that I did. So one of them you could probably hear right now is my speech. So I would say that apart from the times where I'm really fatigued, my speech is an awful lot better than it ever has been. Obviously I'm still getting words jumbled up sometimes, and still forgetting words and they're coming out in the wrong order, but and when I'm really fatigued everything slows down, but on the whole that is so much better. And I managed to do a Sudoku puzzle that I've been working on for, where is it now? It's in here, for like 6 weeks. So at 4 weeks into my journey I tried this, and I was brokenhearted because I couldn't do it, but look, see, I did it. So I went away and I tried word searches, another way to try and train my brain, and so 6 weeks later I've managed to do it. So that for me is a major win. I'm so happy about that. So before I go guys, just a big thank you all. If you've been donating for my flotation tank therapy, my plan is still to carry on with that. At the moment, due to funding and transport, I'm only really managing to get there once a week. I was going there 3 times a week, but now it's just once a week. So it is the only thing that I do that makes me switch off, makes me so relaxed, and gives me that sense of normality. So this morning when I was in, I went in with all the pain in my legs, and for the time that I was in there it just makes me feel weightless. It took that pain away. I was able to sleep, like really deeply relax and sleep, and wake up feeling not in any way like my old self, like not the way that I was a couple of months ago before this happened, but it makes me just feel more energetic, more like me, more sparkly, I guess, and it does just give me that relief. And I know I've already been sleeping today, and I know that I am going to go on to have even better sleep tonight. So if you have been donating to my therapy, then thank you so much. I really couldn't do it without you. And if you would like to donate to help me, then I'm going to pop the link in somewhere there below for you. So thank you so much guys. Again, thanks for watching, thanks for everything that you do to support me, whether it's with donations, transport, or all your kind messages. I really, really appreciate it, and thank you so much for following my journey. Much love to you all guys, and I shall be back hopefully sooner this time with another update for you. Thanks for now guys. Mwah!